From WNDU, your breaking news and weather authority, this is News Center 16 at 5.
He was a giant who walked among us, an icon of education, religion, and human rights. But he was in his heart a man as comfortable with the people in the pews and the students on the quad as he was with presidents and popes.
Father Theodore Hesburgh died late last night at the age of 97. He's been called home to the God he served for 7 decades as a Catholic priest. And oh, what a legacy he's left behind on this earth. Good evening, I'm Maureen McFadden.
And I'm Terry McFadden. Notre Dame, South Bend, and the world has lost a man who dedicated his life to the good of all people. Last night, Father Theodore Hesburgh passed away.
He was Notre Dame's president for 35 remarkable years, counseled world leaders, and gave wise advice to men and women just beginning their adult lives.
Father Ted always reminded us, most importantly, he served God for more than 70 years as a Catholic priest.
I had the good fortune and honor to sit down with Father Ted on several occasions. Here's a look at a few of our conversations through the years. Calling himself a product of the Catholic ghetto, Father Theodore Hesburgh knew from the age of 6 he wanted to be a priest. What drew you to the priesthood?
I hope it's God, because I never wanted to be anything else.
Born in Syracuse, New York in 1917, his father managed a plate glass company, and the family faced many of the economic issues facing America at the time.
Working at a gas station 8 hours a day after school was out in the afternoon. And everybody was really down low. It was not a happy time in America.
Father Ted made his way to Notre Dame as a young man with $130 in his pocket. He was ordained a priest in 1943. Father Ted left Notre Dame to get his doctorate and eventually returned, becoming the university's longest-running president and one of the most influential figures in higher education in the 20th century. And he guided the school through some precarious times, quelling campus unrest during the Vietnam War when other college presidents were dealing with rioting and even death. His advice was sought out by popes and presidents. He served as a charter member of the Civil Rights Commission, acting as chairman until Richard Nixon removed him because Father Ted criticized Nixon's civil rights record.
Father Joyce, may I ask you a leading question?
Go right ahead, Father.
Standing by him through those years, his good friend and Notre Dame vice president, Father Edmund Ned Joyce.
The greatest blessing I had during all those years was the companionship and the friendship of a wonderful fellow who worked hand in glove. We never had a disagreement.
Somehow, from heaven, he will know the ways to get me out of the jams that he used to get me out of.
Who's this?
Working together for equality on all fronts, turning this all-male school co-ed in 1972, admitting 325 female students. Today, half the student body at Dulac are women.
I thank God that I've been able to be with such wonderful young men and now young women as well. This year we're 50-50 men and women at Notre Dame.
Father Ted says admitting women to Notre Dame completed the university, much like becoming a priest completed him.
I thank God that I've had 65 years of being a Catholic priest. I thank God that I've had the experience of most of that life spent here at Notre Dame.
So are we, Father Ted. Godspeed. You can also find more out about his life and legacy on our website, WNDU.com. Just look for this story. And you can leave your comments, condolences, and memories on our Facebook page. Just search WNDU.
And earlier today, the